Hello paper crafters, it's Olga, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make a card with a shaker window that is shaped like a lantern. I'll be sharing the entire step-by-step process as well as some tips and tricks that you need to know to put this card together, so let's get started. I have pre-cut and pre-folded a top folding card base out of yellow cardstock, and now I'm placing it into my stamp platform. I'm going to stamp my sentiment at the very bottom of the card. I'm using a Shine stamp from Shine in Mandala set by Birch Press Design. This stamp has lots of solid areas, so I might want to stamp it several times to get the best impression. Next, I will need a 4 1/4 wide piece of white cardstock. I'm placing it just above the sentiment and marking where I should trim it. This way, this white panel is going to cover up the entire card front above the sentiment area. Now I'm going to create a shaped shaker window with this die. It's called Garden Lantern and it's by Poppystamps. I'm placing it onto my panel where I want it to be, taping it down, and then I'm sending it through the machine. I'm going to keep both the window panel and the lantern die cut as I'm going to use them both. Then I'm going to emboss my panel using the 3D wood grain embossing folder by Holtz. I'm spraying the paper slightly with the water to make it more pliable, and then I'm going to send it through the die cutting machine. As always, all the tools and supplies that I'm using will be listed on my blog as well as in the description below the video. This little die is called Lovely Idea and it's also by Poppystamps. I've die cut it out of white cardstock, and I have also made this little heart out of gold, and now I'm going to stick it on top of the white background. This lamp is going to be placed inside the lantern. I'm also going to use the gold marker to color the bottom part of this lamp that is supposed to be made of metal. Then I'm going to grab my Walnut stain distress ink and I'm going to rub on some of it onto that bottom part of the lamp again, and this is going to bring forth the debossed pattern. I'm positioning the panel as well as the lantern die cut on top of the card base to know exactly where I should stick down the lamp image. I am attaching it right onto the card base, not to the panel. The adhesive I'm using is Ranger Multimedia Matte in a needle applicator bottle. I'm also going to use it to attach the 3 star-shaped confettis right above the lamp image. There is one more little thing I'd like to do before starting assembling the shaker window. I'm gonna grab my Walnut stain distress ink again and rub some of it on top of the panel. This is going to accentuate the wooden pattern even more. I've die cut the lantern image 3 more times out of dark brown cardstock, and now I'm going to layer all 4 images using the liquid glue. And now I am ready to assemble the shaker element, so I am applying some double-sided tape at the wrong side of the panel, and I'm sticking a piece of acetate to it. I'm pressing the acetate slightly with my fingers and it's going to stick to the embossed pattern without any problems. Then I'm applying some liquid glue onto the lantern image and I'm attaching it right on top of the acetate window. There is one more little thing that I would like to do. I'm trimming off about 1/4 inch strip from the left side of the panel, and I'm going to add a strip of dark brown cardstock at the wrong side of the panel. This little brown strip at the left will actually balance out my composition, because now I am creating the triangle with the lantern, the strip and the sentiment, and it's also going to improve the proportions a little bit. Then I have applied some foam tape at the wrong side of the card. I'm placing some star sequins as well as rock candy distress glitter inside the shaker window. Then I'm peeling off the liners and I'm covering up the panel with the card base. The lamp image is going to be positioned right behind the lantern. And now it's time to add some finishing touches. I'm going to attach this little bow that I've made out of white and yellow twine. Then I'm also going to add a few star confettis around the lantern, and that finishes my card for today. Because I didn't put too much glitter and sequins inside the shaker window, I could only add one layer of foam tape, and that is enough to allow the sequins move inside quite freely. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back really soon.